Long before Spain existed as a unified nation, the Iberian Peninsula was home to Iberian and Celtic tribes living in fortified villages across mountains and coasts. Their languages, beliefs, and warrior traditions formed the earliest cultural foundations of what would later become Spain. Phoenician traders arrived on the southern shores and founded prosperous colonies such as Gadir, linking Iberia to Mediterranean trade networks. Through commerce and navigation, they introduced new technologies and writing systems to the region. Carthage expanded into southern Iberia, transforming it into a strategic military base during its rivalry with Rome. The peninsula became a crucial battlefield in the struggle for dominance over the western Mediterranean. In 218 BC, Roman legions landed in Iberia during the Second Punic War to confront Carthaginian forces. This marked the beginning of a long and determined Roman conquest. After decades of resistance, Rome fully incorporated Hispania into its empire as a valuable province. Latin language, Roman law, roads, and grand cities reshaped the peninsula permanently. When the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD, Iberia entered a period of instability and political fragmentation. The Visigoths established a Christian kingdom centered in Toledo. The Visigothic kingdom controlled most of Iberia and attempted to unify it under one rule and religion. However, internal power struggles weakened their authority over time. In 711 AD, Muslim forces crossed from North Africa into Iberia and defeated the Visigothic army. Within a few years, most of the peninsula became part of Al-Andalus. Al-Andalus flourished as a center of science, philosophy, medicine, and architecture during the Middle Ages. Cities like Córdoba became among the most advanced and vibrant in Europe. Christian kingdoms in the northern mountains began a gradual reconquest of lost territories. This long struggle, known as the Reconquista, lasted for centuries. In 1212, Christian forces achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Las Navas de Tolosa. This victory significantly shifted the balance of power in Iberia. By the 14th century, Castile and Aragon controlled most of the peninsula, leaving Granada as the last Muslim stronghold. The political unification of Iberia was slowly approaching. In 1469, Isabella of Castile married Ferdinand of Aragon, forming a powerful dynastic alliance. Their union laid the groundwork for the future Kingdom of Spain. By 1479, their crowns were united under one monarchy, though their kingdoms kept separate laws and institutions. This marked the effective birth of a unified Spanish state. In 1492, Granada fell to Christian forces, ending centuries of Muslim rule in Iberia. That same year symbolized both religious unity and national consolidation. Also in 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed west under Spanish sponsorship, seeking a route to Asia. His voyage led to the discovery of the Americas and the rise of a vast Spanish empire. During the 16th century, Spain became one of the most powerful empires in the world. Its territories stretched across Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Under the Habsburg dynasty, Spain dominated European politics and defended Catholic interests. Gold and silver from the New World fueled its global influence. In 1588, the Spanish Armada was defeated by England in a dramatic naval conflict. This defeat weakened Spain's naval supremacy and marked the start of decline. The 17th century brought economic crisis, inflation, and exhausting wars across Europe. Spain's once unmatched dominance gradually faded. In 1700, the death of the last Habsburg king triggered the War of Spanish Succession. European powers fought fiercely over who would control the Spanish throne. The Bourbon dynasty secured the crown and introduced major reforms to centralize power. They sought to modernize Spain and strengthen royal authority. In 1808, Napoleon invaded Spain and installed his brother Joseph as king. Spanish resistance erupted into a brutal war for independence. After years of guerrilla warfare and international support, French forces were expelled. However, political instability continued to plague Spain. Throughout the 19th century, Spain lost most of its colonies in Latin America to independence movements. the once vast global empire dramatically shrank. In 1898, Spain fought the Spanish-American War against the United States and suffered a decisive defeat. Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines were lost, ending Spain's overseas empire. The defeat of 1898 deeply shocked Spanish society and intellectual circles. It forced the nation to confront decline and rethink its identity. In 1931, King Alfonso XIII left the country, and the Second Spanish Republic was proclaimed. Spain attempted democratic reforms amid rising political tensions. In 1936, the Spanish Civil War erupted between Republican and nationalist forces. The conflict devastated the country and divided families and regions. In 1937, the bombing of Guernica by German aircraft shocked the world. The destruction became a lasting symbol of modern warfare's brutality. By 1939, General Francisco Franco emerged victorious and established a dictatorship. His authoritarian regime would rule Spain for nearly 4 decades. During World War II, Spain remained officially neutral, but politically isolated. The country faced economic hardship in the post-war years. In 1959, economic reforms opened Spain's markets and encouraged foreign investment. Rapid industrial growth and tourism transformed society. Franco died in 1975, ending decades of dictatorship and repression. Spain began a carefully managed transition toward democracy. In 1978, a new constitution was approved by referendum, establishing a parliamentary monarchy. Democratic institutions were restored under King Juan Carlos I. In 1982, Spain joined NATO, strengthening ties with Western democracies. This decision marked full integration into the Western Alliance. In 1986, Spain became a member of the European Economic Community. European integration accelerated modernization and economic growth. In 1992, Barcelona hosted the Summer Olympic Games, showcasing a modern Spain to the world. The event symbolized renewal, openness, and confidence. In 2002, Spain adopted the euro, replacing the peseta as its national currency. This step deepened its economic integration with Europe. The global financial crisis of 2008 severely impacted Spain's economy and employment levels. Unemployment rose sharply, especially among young people. In 2017, a controversial independence referendum in Catalonia created a constitutional crisis. The situation tested Spain's political unity and legal system. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic struck Spain and strained its healthcare system. Strict lockdown measures were introduced nationwide. Mass vaccination campaigns in 2021 helped stabilize the country. Economic and social recovery gradually followed. Today, Spain stands as a democratic, constitutional monarchy within the European Union. It remains one of the most visited and culturally influential countries in the world. From ancient tribal societies to empire, dictatorship, and modern democracy, Spain has transformed repeatedly.